Coming up in this video, you know these videos are truly scary when they're frightening the internet at large. These are the scary videos leaving viewers on edge.
Shout out to MCDOK Entertainment, coolest dude on YouTube. Shout out, to all the fans out there,
Hey, what's poppin', y'all? This your boy MCDOK, you know what I'm saying? The coolest dude on YouTube. And my apologies, y'all, for being off for a whole little week. But first of all, I started a whole nother channel, which is Thugs for Christ Entertainment on YouTube. I'll shoot y'all the link and everything. It's just displaying all our videos, all our music that we've been doing throughout the years, you know what I'm saying? So what I wanted to do was just to let y'all know, I ain't forgot about y'all. I love y'all with all my heart. Keep stopping by. Y'all gotta keep subscribing. Y'all gotta keep sharing. Y'all gotta keep liking, you know what I mean? So my apologies for that, though. And we be doing extra little worldly stuff, you know what I'm saying? We don't just sit at the computers all day. You know what I mean? So, without no further ado, we finna get into some scary videos today, man. You know what I mean? So, y'all holler at your boy. Hey, come here. Y'all wanna holler at the folks? Come here. Come here. Hey, Jackson, Memphis, come here. Y'all wanna holler at the peoples? Come here. What's up? Come on. Come on. Tell them y'all channel coming soon. They channel coming soon, too. So, what we finna do, man? We finna get right on to it, man. We love y'all. Peace. Yeah!
Coming up in this video, you know these videos are truly scary when they're frightening the internet at large. These are the scary videos leaving viewers on edge. Number 30, Chased. What would you do if you came upon something like this in progress? Published in November of 2021, Kevin King explains that he stopped at a traffic light in San Jose, California, while doing a delivery when he heard a woman screaming. This was all captured on his dash cam. We can see the woman racing across the intersection and into a gas station parking lot, a man following close behind. You can hear car horns beeping while the pair disappears into the parking lot. The driver said that before he could decide how to react, a police officer was on the scene. The officer quickly activated his lights and followed. You can see that too on camera. Well, it's not clear what's happening between the pair. I can't imagine it was anything good. I hope she was able to make it somewhere safe. Number 29.
So that means, was that a spirit lady running or something? You know what I'm saying? It's like that looked crazy right there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man.
Down the drain. If you're afraid of what's living in the pipes, you might want to skip this video. Posted to the oddly terrifying subreddit, Bad Hand Ganache writes, "Guess what I found under the wash basin sink?" The creepy footage shows what appears to be slimy, flesh-colored appendages sticking their pointy tentacles through the holes in the drain.
Now, rats can live in your toilets, in your pipes and all that little shit. The last house we was at, on Everything I Love, one came about the toilet, and me and my cat killed that shit. But he came about the toilet, so yeah, it's stuff in them pipes down there.
But the clicking sound makes it seem like pinchers instead. What is it? The creature keeps clawing and pinching, trying to get out. But I don't want it to. The Redditor explains in the comments that it's a shrew that got inside the water pipes through an opening while they were working on it. She writes, "The shrew escaped from that sink, but still regularly wanders around other parts of the house during midnight. It's not terrifying as long as it's not inside the sink or something." I'd beg to differ. That thing is freaky no matter where it's lurking. Number 28.
That shit was kind of nasty and scary right there. Just pour a gang of bleach down there or something, some gas or something. Get rid of it. You know what I mean? 28, y'all, let's go.
Screaming tornado. What would you do if you were forced to wait out a tornado in your car? Probably exactly what this Ocala resident did. Published by Fox 35 Orlando in March of 2022, Alex Sierra posted this video of himself, in his own words, screaming like a girl as a tornado ripped through the area, sitting outside a restaurant and waiting out the storm. Sierra caught his very understandable reaction on video as the weather worsened, the scattered rain becomes a torrent, and the wind picks up. Within seconds, you can barely see the surroundings. He starts to scream in what sounds like excitement at first, but then quickly turns to terror as objects are thrown at his windshield.
He should have parked where that car right there at.
When the wind clears, you can see debris scattered across the parking lot, most of which are cardboard boxes and styrofoam. The camera turns to the right and his passenger side window is shattered. He shouts, "The styrofoam took out the window."
Styrofoam! It took out the window!
He pulls up to the adjacent store and you can see nearly every window has been shattered. While many are entertained by this man's screaming, commenter John C. is surprised by his great luck. Man, that double rainbow guy keeps capturing crazy acts of nature. Number 27.
Hey, that nigga was screaming like a little snitch. You know what I'm saying? On the real. I wouldn't have been crying like that. I just would have been like, God, Lord, Lord. You know, not screaming like that, though. You got a little cigarette in the tank, I think.
Dog stops tornado. This dog has superpowers. Published by Various in July of 2019. In a battle between a dog and a tornado, you'd expect the latter to win, but not this time. A mini tornado or dust devil began to take form on this dirt road. You can see children playing nearby. Completely unbothered, a dog jumps onto the scene and starts playing with the tornado. He steps right into its path. Luckily, the dust devil isn't too powerful and simply vanishes and then reappears moments later a foot away. The dog continues to pounce on it, stopping the tornado from forming yet again. While most in the comments admire the dog's bravery, others are comparing him to other famous dogs. Commenter Bread and Butter writes, "If Toto would have done his job, there wouldn't have been a Wizard of Oz. Take a bone out of this dog's book, Toto." Number 26. Police impersonators. Anyone can claim they're the police, but if they're dressed like this, would you believe them? Published by Click2 Houston. This scary home incident involves suspects posing as fake police officers. Multiple suspects broke down the door of an apartment in southwest Houston, impersonating officers of the Houston Police Department. Reported to the police around midnight on March 18th of 2022. The resident was fast asleep in his apartment when he heard banging on his front door. Grabbing protection, he was met with male suspects kicking down his apartment door and storming in, also armed. The homeowner says the suspects claimed to be HPD as they entered, but he did not believe them and defended himself. The men captured on security footage certainly don't look like police, as they're dressed all in black, their faces fully masked, and they're wearing gloves to prevent fingerprints. The suspects answered his defense and then fled the scene. No one was hurt in the confrontation.
Now right there, on the real, they would have got blasted on for the simple fact that the police don't do that if you ain't, like, you know what I'm saying, if they don't supposed to be doing that. All of a sudden, they just come to your house, kicking your door in and all that. No warrant, no nothing. You know you ain't did shit. I'm a blast. I'll talk to the chief later. That's, you know.
25. Baby escape. A young man on a bicycle came across a toddler wandering alone on the street and came to his rescue. Published by Volusia Sheriff's Office in May of 2020. This video shows deputies arriving at the scene. In the neighborhood of Deltona, the young man stayed with the baby as he was dangerously close to the busy streets, and when adults showed up, they called the police.
Is this little guy?
Yeah. He was so close to the street. Yeah, you got scary.
The officer's body cam shows them snap a photo of the toddler to email to the department. Then they get to work, knocking on doors to see if they can reunite the child with his family. They soon find the child's mother, who didn't even realize her toddler had gone missing.
Now what y'all doing in the room where you can't watch the baby, man? You know what I'm saying? The thing that cool to where you can't watch your babies. Mothers out there, watch your babies. Lock your doors.
She was napping when he slipped out of the house.
Is this him?
Mateo, what?
Is that, ma'am, is this your son?
Yes, why?
Okay, hold on. What's the address here?
We were sleeping.
As the mother waits for her son to be returned, she breaks down while the officer tries to console her.
Relax,
I didn't know.
relax. Look, you're okay.
That's crazy.
Okay?
I'm like, Tito's okay. Where's
He's fine. You have Mateo?
Sleep in that sound.
Where's the little boy? Okay, he's with the other sergeant.
The sheriff's office notes, "This is a good reminder for all parents of toddlers. Make sure you know who's watching the kids and make sure your doors are secure. All it takes is a few seconds and your child is headed off to explore." Thankfully, the community was watching out for him. Number 24. Kitchen possession. What has come over this cook, and will he survive it? Published by Blah Blah in April of 2022. This scary video is trending in the Arabic-speaking YouTube community. The video shows a man working in a kitchen. He is captured earlier on the security camera cooking as normal and chatting with kitchen staff. He doesn't seem to be having any issues at all. It is only after he's placed some food in the deep fryer and is removing it that he suddenly becomes transfixed by something. He appears unsteady for a moment, but then seems to return to a normal state of mind, finishing his task that doesn't last for long. He sets down his spatula and his body starts jerking dramatically as he stands over the deep fryer.
That's dangerous right there.
Clearly having some sort of fit, or as some viewers suggest, could he be possessed? Whatever is happening, he doesn't seem to have control over his movements. His arms and neck jerk, his head rolls back, his mouth wide open. He then closes his eyes and leans directly over what he's cooking. You can imagine what happens next.
Hey. If that nigga face went in that grease.
Well, I'm wondering what could have taken over this man's body. I'm more concerned about whether or not he came out of this unscathed. Number 23. Raw seafood. Well, most people enjoy sushi. They usually don't want their seafood to be this alive. Published
Y'all see that shit? They get the sushi coming alive.
by NDTV Food in April of 2022 and first shared on Instagram by Takiro4601. This meal at a Japanese restaurant is a little too alive. The creepy video shows what appears to be a raw fish coming to life on the plate, served alongside some leafy greens, glass noodles, and a slice of lemon. The fish or eel is lying on the plate still at first, but as soon as a pair of chopsticks near the fish's mouth, it opens wide and chomps on them with sharp teeth. It appears to clamp down hard.
Watch your food, man. Check your food with a stick first, whatever it is. Make sure it don't come alive. Y'all feel me?
As the man holding the chopsticks tries to pull them away. The shocking video has been viewed millions of times. Some write that the eel is passed on, but its nerves are acting up, which is fascinating. Regardless, most viewers are horrified, with some saying they wish they could unsee this. Do you? I guess not everyone is a fan of sushi. Number 22. Serial stalker. A man in Sacramento has been captured on multiple surveillance videos following women home. Published by CBS Sacramento in March of 2022. A Ring doorbell cam captured the suspect who loitered outside her doorstep, refusing to leave. The footage shows the man following the woman in his Nissan as she went to drop off her 2-year-old at her parents' house. He can be seen pulling to the side of the road and backing up. The woman went inside, and the man only left when her father scared him away. A second Ring doorbell camera captured the same man pulling the same stunt at a residence less than a mile away. There, a woman came to pick up her children from her mother's, only for the suspect to pull into the driveway and approach the doorstep, where he lingered. The man then rang the doorbell and asked for the girl in the house.
He walked up to my door after parking his car in my driveway, and he says, "Hola."
Rosa says he asked for the girl in the house.
"I can't help you." I closed and locked the door.
Sacramento police have fielded many calls with the same story. A suspect in an Altima approaching residents and refusing to leave. Though a vehicle matching this description was found and towed, police are still searching for the suspect. Number 21.
See, now dudes like that, the women, y'all gotta watch out for that type of stuff too. You know what I'm saying? And people, don't be afraid to carry weapons. Keep a weapon on you at all times. I do. You know what I'm saying? At all times. Let's go.
Creepy creature. What has attached itself to this poor goat? Published by Rexiel Tinitigan in November of 2021 and originally posted to TikTok. A dark creature in Indonesia was caught in the night draping from this goat. Penned in, the goats are making loads of noise as the owners get closer to see what the creature is. They enter the pen with a rake and get closer to the goat in question. The thing that's attached itself to the goat is hanging beneath its belly, with its arms wrapped around its prey.
Drinking all that milk, man. Whatever animal that is, you know what I'm saying? It's other stuff in the world.
It looks very hairy and appears to have a long tail. Is it a monkey? They try to pry the creature off the goat using sticks. After successfully extracting the creature, the goat runs off, and the men back off too. They throw stuff at the creature, trying to get it to flee. While chupacabra are the well-known vampiric creatures that prey on goats, and whose name literally means goat sucker. They aren't known to inhabit Indonesia, but rather Mexico and Latin America. Cited reports have, however, reached the Philippines and China. Has this one migrated? Or is it some other life-ending creature of livestock? Number 20. Face in the clouds. We all try to find shapes in the clouds, but this one is...
Look at that. Nigga, that look like a straight face. You see the ears, you see the nose, the mouth, everything. That's crazy right there. I be looking at clouds just to see if I can find something within it.
Just a little too creepy. Published by Dennis Farmer in August of 2011. This mysterious cloud was captured on video before a storm in Grand Falls, New Brunswick. As the storm clouds form above, so does this incredible profile. It looks more and more like a face.
That's crazy.
Face.
See the teeth, the ears.
Face. Holy.
The creepy cloud has a clear nose, mouth, forehead, eyebrows, cheekbones. Is this cloud turning into a giant human before our very eyes? The face continues to grow and drift forward as Dennis follows. Soon enough, it shapeshifts into something else that looks more or less like a cloud. While most in the comments are calling this amazing, others imagine what it would be like if the face turned to look at us. Commenter Nick Skellington writes, looks menacing as if it was grinning and ready to scream. What would a screaming cloud sound like? Probably a tornado. Number 19. Coastal croc. This close call was captured on video off the coast in Clearwater, Florida. Published by Lori Cook in August of 2019. Cook was watching from the balcony when she spotted a saltwater crocodile, at least 10 feet in length, in the water.
Now there, deep water. I mean, hey, I'm scared.
At first, she thinks it's a manatee, but its movements and shape convince her and her friends that it's something far more dangerous.
It's a crocodile.
It is, Angel, you're right.
Oh my God, there's people. It's a crocodile. A huge one.
As the creature is swimming far and away from people, the group continues capturing it on camera, but then this man and his son start wading in the water in the direction of the croc. Completely unaware, the group calls out to the man to warn him.
Sir, there's a thing.
Crocodile.
Crocodile. We see a crocodile.
The man hurries back in from the water, and the croc skips off, popping his head up briefly. Some in the comments still think it was a manatee, but agree that it was the right thing to do to warn the man. Better safe than sorry.
Hey, better say I don't mess with deep water. And you know what I'm saying? I don't. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm on a real big boat and I'm still scared.
Number 18. Nan's Poltergeist Revisited. Is Nan oblivious to the poltergeist happenings in her home? Or is she just used to them? Published by Flying Holicha in January of 2019, this man isn't yet used to the poltergeists in his grandma's house. Filmed on New Year's Eve, the uploader is first on a stairwell of his home when the crucifix on the wall suddenly jerks. Looking closely at it, I can't see any strings attached. In another room, a Santa figure flings himself from an upper shelf. When the boy points it out, his Nan doesn't believe him.
So now y'all know when stuff be like moved around or something like that, or something just happened to fall, and ain't no wind in the area or something, and, you know, hey, don't be thinking that there ain't nothing around. If you believe in God and the devil and their spirits, hey, there's a lot of dead people, dog. So, hey, you don't know who lurking, and you know what I'm saying? Man.
What the hell?
Oh, man, knocking stuff down.
Santa fell.
As she leaves the room, a Christmas card on a small table collapses onto the floor.
Nan, did you see that?
What?
The card just fell.
What card?
Again, Nan dismisses it. He then sees this homemade mobile move on its own. As he turns, it sounds like a coin is flung from the mantle.
That's crazy, bro.
Then Santa is thrown into the middle of the room again. His Nan seems to think he himself is causing the poltergeist madness.
Stop it, Nathan. Stop.
I'm not doing it.
But it sure doesn't seem to be him, as another picture frame springs from its shelf.
See what I'm saying? That's too much.
Cards I've got to put up.
Clearly, something is going on in this house, whether Nan wants to believe it or not. Commenter Bronia Lovell writes, "It just proves that despite living with an obviously possessed environment, those who choose not to believe will carry on regardless." Others in the comments note that maybe that's for the best, as an ignored entity will eventually stop haunting. Number 17.
Now see, do y'all really believe in ghosts? I do. Do you believe in a parallel universe? I do. So that's all this stuff be. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I guess the more sensitive people is the ones that get to really witness it, though. You know what I'm saying? If you prayed up and God with you constantly, you may not see those type of things. But you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, though. It's a lot of stuff in the world, though. Let's go.
Sea Monster, Don't Go in the Water, published in November of 2019. This short clip will reveal why a very large sea creature is surfacing about 12 feet from the paddleboard he's on, when suddenly the waves right beside the boat erupt, splashing water all over. Chaos ensues for a moment, and when the camera turns back to the sea, it captures the creature receding like a wave. Although we didn't really see the sea monster at all, my imagination is running wild. Number 16.
Hey, that was a big old animal right there, though. You know what I'm saying? And it was intelligent to know that somebody was there filming it. You know what I'm saying? To come leap at them. Come on, man. Some stuff out there, boy. If y'all stay at home and stay within your vicinity, you won't get to see stuff like that. I ain't trying to see it.
Weird stuff in the sky. Bernal Rock in Mexico is one of the 13 wonders of Mexico, and what you're about to see will make you wonder even more. Published by Keys to the Mysteries Beyond in March of 2022, this scary video was originally published by YouTuber Talquion, taken from webcamsdemexico.com. This webcam outside of a church shows creepy creatures darting all over the place. The creatures are shaped like rods. They fly in all directions across the sky. While you might think they may be birds captured at warped speeds, various close-ups of the creatures make some think otherwise. They look like sticks, with horizontal bars at each end. Traveling in droves, the mysterious creatures appear elongated as they streak across the sky. Are these a new wonder of Mexico? What do you think they are? I think we got a serious mystery here. Number 15.
Hey, before y'all see 15, though, y'all gotta look at it like just how far it is to go up outer space, to go upward. It's like that's how deep the ocean is, too. So, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what's like lingering. Let's go.
Haunted Asylum. Submitted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by Alex Paranormal TV. This ghost hunting team was exploring a supposedly haunted asylum. In the comments, Alex describes the experience as the most terrifying night of our lives. He submitted this specific clip to my subreddit. Let's watch.
Whoa. What the was that? What was that? I don't know. I didn't touch anything, man. I literally just...
The cameraman is right. What the was that? Clearly, they're not alone in this abandoned asylum. I think it's time to find the nearest exit. Number 14. Dasher. Dance like no one's watching, even if someone is.
Already, see, right there. Hold on. They're gonna show it again. Right there, little shadow figure behind it.
Is posted to TikTok. A woman is dancing in what looks like an empty school when she discovers she's not alone. As she dances, a mysterious, shadowy figure dashes across the background. It appears that the figure is on the opposite side of the gate behind her. Although it could just be a person, its movements are oddly stiff and quick. TikToker Ryaz writes in the comments, "That's the ghost."
It would've, it was dark, so it's like it would've picked up like the image or the you know, if it was a white person, like you would have been able to see that it was just a straight black shadow, straight. That's crazy.
Because nobody can run or walk in this speed. Do you agree with Ryaz? Or is there an intruder on the premises? Number 13. Call from inside the house. Locals told this paranormal investigator about strange phenomena occurring inside this house. This is what he found. Published in March of 2022 by Paranormal Point, the activity here is apparent right away. Chairs are moving on their own. The camera is thrown backward. Later, a phone that's not connected to electricity begins to ring.
I do. If you believe in somebody's spirit that came to see me, come on, man.
When the paranormal investigator picks it up, he hears this. He even removes the batteries, but it continues to work. It even plays mysterious music for no apparent reason. But that isn't the worst part. As he's looking at a creepy stuffed animal, the man appears to be thrown back and dragged by his feet. The culprit is not visible, but I'm pretty sure the call is coming from inside the house.
I ain't never been drugged by no ghost, but I've been held down by one. That's real talk. It ain't no stupid shit or nothing. It's like real talk. Like been pinned down, and then they let it. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I've been through that for real life. No cap.
12. The Portal. Is this what it looks like when Earth inevitably gets swallowed into a black hole? Published by Carol 75150 in January of 2016. This video was captured over the CERN Large Hadron Collider in September of 2015. The world's largest and most powerful particle accelerator is based in Switzerland. The collider is a tool for particle physics, in which particles, protons for instance, are accelerated in order to reach high kinetic levels that cause collision and produce massive particles. There is also potential to produce dark matter, the minimal energy of formation for a micro black hole. That's why some were concerned when footage of this dimensional gateway opening up over Geneva appeared online. Aside from the mystery over the swirling portal, a small white orb appears to float to the portal's center, where it disappears. The portal soon follows. Is this something that's just being overhyped on the internet? Or is the concern over this portal valid? Either way, I think this footage is definitely interesting to say the least. No.
Portals though, so don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? It's real portals up there.
Number 11. Mauritius Apparition. This ghost isn't afraid of oncoming cars. Published by Arman Sharma in January of 2020. An apparition appeared outside the police post of SSRN Hospital in Pamplemousses in Mauritius. The security footage shows a dark street and walkway that's empty at first. As cars start to pass, this thin white apparition appears on the road outside the gate. More cars pass by and it just stands there, undisturbed by the traffic. Another car passes and its lights shine on the figure. Its features are not any clearer, but the figure doesn't disappear in the light. A short while later, the figure vanishes, as though it's swallowed into a vortex. Some in the comments think it looks more like an extraterrestrial than a ghost. Whatever it is, I think we can all agree it's super creepy. Number 10. Knocking. This spirit is knocking. Will you answer? Published by HD Adam in April of 2022. These paranormal explorers braved a haunted house feared by villagers. There they see objects moving on their own, and then the spirit takes to communicating with them through knocking. The knocking happens repeatedly. It's not clear whether the sound is coming from the door or beneath the floorboards.
In reality though, that could be probably anybody with a broom tapping somewhere, you know, so until you see something more.
There is a cellar in this house, so the answer could lie below. Number 9. Evil Demons. Who Turned Out the Light? Published by Tim Morozov in May of 2021. The evil demons are playing with fire in this scary video. After setting up a ritual with candles, Tim faces entities not of this world. Tim asks the spirits to speak to him, but they're shy at first. He then starts hearing creaking all around him.
Слышите эти скрипы? Черт.
After asking who is there, the demon answers in the next room. It plays with the teacup for a long time.
And another thing, don't be playing with Ouija boards and stuff, trying to just see what it do. You know what I'm saying? You can open up a portal or something, and you know what I'm saying? And like I said, if you can believe in God or the devil and their spirits, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of ancestors and a lot of people that lived on earth that had spirits. You don't know what's lurking the airs and the unseen world that we can't see, y'all. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? And the animals, they'll catch it before we would. Or babies, they'll catch it before we would. Let's rock. Get from over there.
Until Tim throws salt its way and it stops, but not without breaking the teacup on the way out. Did the demon leave for good? Nope. Looks like it's just getting started. After the ring of salt is broken, Tim is no longer safe. Unable to see, he starts throwing salt at random, hoping to hit the demon. Then he decides to leave. That's when the demon makes its presence known. Looks like he made it out safely this time. Number 8. Strange sound. This pair of clips occurred in Frankfurt, New York and Brazil, published by Mr. Potek in May of 2020. The first video, captured on May 27th, is credited to MUFON and shows 2 orange orbs floating in the sky. A strange sound is being emitted. The pair moves slowly, but it's not clear if they're converging, as they're both moving further into the distance. A close-up shows that while they're spherically shaped, they have 2 pointy ends. The second video, captured the next day, on May 28th, shows a different type of aerial object. A series of orange lights cycle around. As the object floats upwards, there is a lone orange light, smaller in size, floating off below. Then the larger object appears to decimate each of its lights in turn. Where are these many unidentified flying objects being sent? And are these 2 incidents related? The truth is out there. Number 7.
Now don't get scared when you hear UFO, unidentified flying object. So it's like if you don't know what it is, it's a UFO. You know what I'm saying? That's like if we had our airplanes and we flew to a whole nother little dimension somewhere, they'll say we was a UFO. Because they wouldn't probably know what those, you know what I'm saying, aircrafts are. But hey, man, I'm telling you, some scary stuff out there, dog. Stick with your boy, though. Let's rock.
Jinn in Desert. Playing hide and seek with a jinn is a dangerous game. Published by Hassan Barbar in July of 2021. Hassan first encounters the jinn hiding in a crumbling structure in the desert. The figure dressed in black is peeking around the corner, but
And this stuff is up to date.
quickly pulls out of view as Hassan nears. He hurries up the broken steps and calls out to the jinn, but the creature is nowhere to be seen.
Bismillah. Winnick.
Hassan enters a long hallway, but the jinn is not around either corner. A moment later, he sees the top of the jinn's head on the other side of a window. The creature is whispering something to him. When Hassan nears the window, you can see it's a straight drop to the ground far below. How did this creature hover here just out of view? While the game of hide and seek is not over, the jinn makes it clear that Hassan shouldn't play around with his life. Number 6,
That's crazy right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like when you be sitting around, sometimes see a shadow, and you know what I'm saying? You never know.
Breaking Ghost. This scary video was captured at a police station in Malaysia, published by the Hidden Underbelly 2.0 in April of 2017. The police officers on duty were shocked when something unseen flung the office doors open during the graveyard shift. As you can see in the video, the doors are not automatic. They're manual push doors. While the officers sit at the desk, the door to the right swings open, causing one officer to leap from his seat. Then a second door flings open, leaving them all wondering what's going on. The officers check the doors but arrive at no known conclusion. Was this the ghost of an angry lawbreaker? Or is there some other explanation? Number 5.
Now that's crazy. I'm telling you, man. Spirits move just like the wind. You know what I'm saying? You can feel them, but you can't see them. Real talk. I say that in one of my songs. The spirits move just like the wind. You can feel it, but you can't see it.
Storage room ghost. We've seen plenty of haunted storage rooms, but this one is particularly creepy. Published by Creepy7 Paranormal in August of 2018, a man is seen walking through an office building when he enters a storage room and faces an unwelcome surprise. After looking around the room, the man turns towards a series of large cupboards. Suddenly, a compartment door swings open with no one inside. It's unclear why the man was filming this in the first place, but the episode was creepy enough to scare him out of his skin. He races from the room, and I imagine he never returned to that storage room again. Number 4, in the doorway. Who is this figure standing in the doorway? Published by Shadow H in April of 2021, and originally published by Hassan Barbar. The appearance of this thing is terrifying. The figure stands in a doorway at the end of the hall. A close-up of the figure dressed in white reveals its long dark hair. It eventually moves from the doorway and out of sight. Hassan goes in search of it again and finds it standing in another doorway. The figure slowly enters the room. It appears that its hair is fully in its face. It remains there at the far end of the hall and then leaves again. What is this? A sand fairy, as the title suggests? A djinn, as some in the comments are saying? More importantly, what does she want? Number 3. No pictures. This ghost is photosensitive. Published by Phantoms Poltergeists in December of 2009. This paranormal investigator entered into a haunted house in August of 2001. This is what he captured. As he searches through the rooms of this abandoned home, taking videos and photos, he starts to hear sounds of the living. After a blast is heard through the room, the man hurries down the stairs and hears a baby's cry. Opening a door, the crying stops and he finds no one inside. But then he sees this. Cautiously, he moves around the corner and back into the room he had just left, which is empty. But it's not empty anymore. And then, a moment later, after taking a picture of the doll, he leaves the room only to have the door slammed after him. Apparently, the doll said no pictures, and after making that clear, the man was shown the door. The man's photographs, later developed, captured entities unknown. This experience no doubt left him on edge, as this video did all of us. Number 2.
So when y'all be like taking pictures and stuff like that, or in videos and stuff, like kind of like watch for that stuff, because it's like what we can't see, the camera pick it up. You know what I'm saying?
Shadow figure. This man was just playing around with his cat when something else wanted in on the game. Posted on TikTok by Franco Villegas. The man is spinning a chain around for his cat to play with when he notices something watching him from the stairwell outside his room. The dark shadow appears hunched on the top step. The man races toward it and it retreats. When he arrives at the stairs, they're empty. He runs halfway down the stairs and turns to see his bedroom door slam. Is the shadow figure holding his pet hostage? Well, some TikTokers think he should have his house saged. Others recommend leaving it forever. If I were him, I'd be getting out of that place ASAP. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1. Creepy Cry. Hush Little Baby, Don't Say a Word. Published in April of 2022. This paranormal investigator is in for a treat while exploring an abandoned building. He is quickly made aware that someone is there. A rope is swinging in the hallway, and as he approaches it, he's faced with a whole new fright.
Ooh, Bismillah. Bismillah.
The door keeps swinging, and as he looks to see what's on the other side, another down the hallway bursts open. Later, this terrifying sound echoes through the building.
Allahu Akbar.
A baby's cry. He searches for the source. Although he doesn't find the child, he does find where it sleeps, and the cradle is still rocking. Will this creepy encounter prompt him to bring his adventure to an end? That'd be the case for me. You're gonna want to leave the evil in these videos outside. In fact, get as far away from it as possible. These